Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. I'm so glad to be speaking to everyone today, and this is kind of a follow up from my trip to Bulgaria in 2019. Careers in the Emirates, making your careers over here, and a brief introduction about myself. So I'm an economist by training and by profession. I've worked with S&P. I worked with Nomura Securities, which is a Japanese investment bank, as their economist before moving to the United Arab Emirates, more specifically to Dubai in 2011. So it's been 12 years since we moved to the Emirates, and the first 5 years I was setting up research desk at local banks here before starting algorithm research 7.5 years back. So it's been quite a journey, and as you can imagine, and I would say, for the most part, it's been a great learning experience with extreme highs and lows. Algorithm research was a Y Combinator, part of Y Combinator startup school. We've won several accolades along the way, like Rake's Business Excellence Award. We also got the Facebook grant. We've had our set of setbacks too. So all in all, I would say that a part of building algorithm research has been like it's been a lucky journey in some ways. Lucky because I think we were at the right place at the right time, which is crucial, and that's sometimes something that you can't help. But luck is also when opportunity meets preparation. So I would say that United Arab Emirates or Dubai gave us that opportunity, something that we were preparing for all along. Like to elaborate on how, you can build your career in the UAE, and there are certain things that you look at when you are talking about growing a startup, building your career. So I think those are very similar concepts. Building your career and growing your startup are very similar concepts. You want to be in a place that is growing itself at a reasonable pace so that it allows you to grow alongside. The fact that UAE has been an open economy. When I say open economy, I don't just mean that they are open to, there's this, they're open to like trade, they're open to, exports and imports, free exports and imports, but also, they're open in terms of attracting the best talent. And with that, I would, take your attention, like you to pay attention to the fact that there are only 17% of the population is local Emirati population. The rest of it is all expat, and expats are very welcome, and they form like a major chunk of the society here, which also means that there's a growth mindset of the economy in general, and very similar to what the American dream was, or American mindset, growth mindset, open, accepting of immigrants. I would say the UAE has been like a catalyst for growth of startups, of young people trying to build their careers. If you have talent, they give you an opportunity to prove yourself. So so that is the other thing. Now the median age here in the UAE is about 33. So people are, I mean, median age is 33 years, and the per capita income is about $55,000, which is much higher than that of UK, where the per capita income is $41,000. Now, this is set to grow. So projections, according to some projections, by 2028, per capita income would rise to $60,000. So you see, there is that clear path of growth. And also, so the income levels are high, and there are no taxes. It's a tax free. So there are no taxes, as in there is no income tax. So it's a tax free economy. So which means that the disposable incomes are again very are really, really high. So when you come to Dubai, you realize that people are very well traveled, very high, high quality of life, great infrastructure, and there is that the acceptance of foreigners. You are When you come here, you immediately become a part of the society here. So that has been my journey over here. And when I say when we talk about building our careers, building our lives in a country, it's important to note, it's important to know why you want to be there. So I think that why, apart from the fact that moving to a new place gives you a lot of challenges, throws upon you a lot of challenges in general, which kind of pushes you to prove your best. It is also the other factors, the high growth, um, growth potential, outlook, and infrastructure, law and order, and then in general income levels. So, which is why, I would say having a career, or starting your career, or building a career in this country can be a blessing for anyone. Now, when you come here, when you've decided that you want to come here, what are the steps that you take? How do you build your career from scratch? So, number one, of course, networking. You've got to have, your LinkedIn game up to date, and you should be networking on LinkedIn with everyone that has similar interests or has lived the career that you want to build for yourself. So you identify those professionals on LinkedIn, you reach out to them, and you connect with them and try to, engage with them. So that's one. Second, when you there are of course these visas. So that's like this other step. So there's the visa thing, that how do so if I want to move to Dubai to build my career, how do I do so in a manner that is legal, and that gives me that doesn't make me a tourist in the country, but I can work here. So you get like a freelance. There are many visa types over here. So there's this e-trader, there's the freelancer visa. There are a number of those that allow you to live and work here in in a legal way, in a way that is fair and legal for everyone. So that's one. So in terms of how do you do this, you set up, so you get yourself a freelancer visa and open a bank account and move here. So that is one way. And apart from that, when you're trying to sort of build your network, it is important to also connect with, say, similar like-minded people over, there are these groups, so coffee clubs. There are these, for instance, there are these clubs that do things that are similar to what you do. So bankers association, there are these investment bankers association. So you try and join those and try to meet them, and do a face to face interaction once you meet here. So that's the other way of doing building your career if you want to work here as a professional. So, if I would say that if you are either a startup founder or someone who's a young person trying to build their careers from, just starting out, want to bring, their careers to the next stage, come to the UAE and, try building it up from here, because you see it's a young population, it's high income population, there's immense growth potential. I mean, and this is like a conduit. So the UAE is like the conduit to the east and the west. It's always been so historically. So it used to be the hub for trade. It's always been the hub for trade. And with the growing connections between, Africa, with India, with China, and of course, the rest of Europe, it's always been in the center of the world.